Assalamu alaikum everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I wanted to make this video because I want my channel to reach everyone. No matter what background, no matter what religion, I want this channel to reach you. But it's a little difficult to get people to listen when they have a certain image in their head about what you're supposed to be like or what you believe. So I'm here to clear some of those assumptions up. And I gotta say, I personally also had some of these assumptions, but thankfully they were cleared up for me. So I hope to do the same for you. One thing that I will add, I was not planning on making this video until like the weekend, but something told me you have to post today. So here I am posting today. Well, anyways, let's get started. Okay, this first one, I feel like it's a little silly, but I did get some messages saying this. A lot of people think that Muslims only live in the Middle East. Guys, that's like me saying that Christians only live in the United States. Religion is everywhere. And I'm telling you right now, I am not in the Middle East. So that should tell you something. Okay, this next one is indeed true, but I feel like a lot of people have a misunderstanding about it. And it's the fact that Muslim men can indeed have 4 wives. But before you get ahead of me, if the wife does not agree, then it's not happening. Not to mention that the time that he gives to one wife, he needs to give the same exact time to the other wives. Not to mention that the finance that he provides for one, he needs to provide that same exact financial support for the others. And I'm gonna tell you right now, baby, I am expensive. So if my future husband is watching this, I ain't gonna be no sister wife, okay? Glad we got that cleared out. This next one is about the women. A lot of people think that Muslim women are oppressed, and that could not be farther from the truth. I think we need to learn to tell the difference between what's religion and what is culture. Culture is very different, guys, okay? But in Islam, women are not oppressed. This that you guys see, I did get a lot of messages, people saying like, oh, who's making you wear that? No one's making me do this, okay? When women decide to cover up their hair, or when women decide to cover themselves up, whether it be with modest clothes or anything, that is a decision between them and God. This was a decision between me and God. It had nothing to do with anybody else. Another thing is, and this, I love this fact, okay? I love this fact, and I'm sure all of my Muslim women love this fact. And it's just the fact that, let's say you're married, your husband's money is his and yours. But if you decide you want to work, girl, your money is your money, okay? So, unless, of course, you guys come to an agreement like, okay, no, we're gonna go 50-50 or whatever, it depends. But usually, the men handle that. And your money is your money, okay? Okay, this one I got a lot of messages about. A lot of people were like, how can you do this? How can you associate yourself with terrorists? Guys, no. I am telling you right now, anybody, and I mean anybody who truly has God in their heart is not gonna be out here committing acts of violence, okay? Not to mention, if you really wanna take it there, and this might be putting a target on my back, but the KKK, they consider themselves Christian. Not to mention, listen to this. Not to mention, they believe that Jesus was their first member. What? What? Right. So, just like Christians don't associate with them, we as Muslims don't associate with them. Okay? So let's make that very clear. Also, guys, it's the people, not the religion. A lot of people claim to be, oh, I'm Christian, oh, I'm Seventh-day Adventist, oh, I'm Jewish, oh, I'm Hindu, oh, I'm Muslim, but they don't actually practice what they say they are. I know because I called myself an Adventist for 23 years, and for a lot of those years, I was not practicing what the Seventh-day Adventist Church teaches. Okay, this next one is, a lot of people think that Muslims worship Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And guys, this is not true. We worship only one God, and that one God alone. We have a lot of respect for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, just like we have that same respect for the previous prophets that came before him. Abraham, David, Noah, and the list goes on. We have the same respect for all of them. Peace be upon all of them. But we only worship one God and one God alone. Okay, and last but not least, this was one of the things that I received the most messages, the most hate, the most, like, this was what it was. And I think this is also what a lot of Christians and Muslims fight about a lot. And I'm actually gonna put my 2 cents here, but hold on. A lot of people think that we don't believe in Jesus, or that we don't love Jesus, or I don't know. A lot of people have been telling me so many different things about Jesus. Oh my gosh, you don't believe in Jesus. Oh my gosh, this and that. Guys, we love Jesus. We love Jesus. We believe that Jesus was sent by God to spread his word. We believe that Jesus was indeed the Messiah. The stories are a little different, but we believe that he was the Messiah. We believe what you guys believe, we believe. The only difference is that we don't believe that Jesus is God. And I'm gonna put my 2 cents here, okay? Let's say that he was God. Let's say, okay? Why would I worship the human form of God when I can worship the Almighty who created everything? Another example that I'll put is God revealed himself to Moses through a bush. Are we gonna worship the bush? Because that was God. That was God. No. That's why we as Muslims, we only worship one God and one God alone. And that is our Creator. That is our God that has so much love, so much mercy, so much grace, so much. I wish I could explain like all that God is. But my mind is not capable of understanding everything that God is, because that's how great he is. Something that I heard is, no one can see God. No one can see God. Guys, we can barely look at the sun. Have you noticed that? We can barely look at the sun. How are we supposed to also be able to see God? I'm getting carried away. I'm getting carried away and doing a whole nother sermon. That's not what we're here for, okay? That's not what we're here for. All right, guys, so that is the end of our video. I hope you guys were able to learn something. I hope that I was able to clarify any doubts that you might have had. I know I got a little carried away, so I apologize. But I hope that your rest of the week is filled with blessings from Allah, and that you have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys.